Hey everybody, Caleb here, back with another video for the channel, and today we're jumping in doing something a little bit different again like we did the other day, and we are going to be doing some reading of Google reviews, and I'm going to be reacting a little bit to them, talking about some local churches. And so I went across different churches around the country, and I'm not going to be showing any names, stuff like that, because we just want to react to some of the reviews, not necessarily be criticizing the different churches, but just get a good laugh out of this. Now, the thing is I'm totally for the church, love the church. I'm very much so a person that thinks the gospel and the local church are important things, but we can always do better. So even though some of these are a little bit funny, there's a little bit of some humor, I think, in the way they are worded, there's still stuff we should always evaluate. So we're going to jump on in. We're going to go through this. We're going to get a laugh. It's going to be good. You guys are joining on in. Appreciate it so much. If you have not yet, really quick before we jump all the way in, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys don't mind. We just hit 400. Let's get to 500 soon. You can make it happen all the faster. Also, drop a like on this video if you end up getting a laugh, and comment down below if maybe you know of a funny church Google review that maybe you want to have featured on another video. So let's jump on in, though, to the first one. Now, this first one is a 1-star review, and it says, I am very disappointed in this church. It isn't about God and His holy word. It is about money and greed. It is about how good you look in your outfit from Macy's. Extremely superficial. No one had a Bible. The word was never spoken, but of course money was talked about. The church must be a huge disappointment to God. They are not worshiping Him. Okay, really quick. Some of that stuff, super bad. If the word's not being preached, if they're not worshiping God, totally bad. Now, something to point out though really quick. Usually the things we are most uncomfortable with are the things that stand out to us the most. And so when it comes to giving and stuff like that, sometimes a ton of these reviews you will see revolve around people being uncomfortable about giving. Well, maybe you hold your money a little like this and not like this. So when people talk about giving, you're like, you're touching on something I don't want, but God calls us to tithe, be generous in giving and all that stuff. It's important. And so let's keep going. And also, can we just point out, I think everyone shops at Macy's and wants to look good in their outfits. They said it's about how good you look in your outfit from Macy's. They're not talking even Nordstrom. It's just Macy's. I think this shirt's from Macy's. I like to look good if I can. I don't know. What kind of critique is that? Next one. Great message, but music way too loud. Worse than a rock concert. Ouch. They need to do simple research on safe noise levels. Church, you need to figure out how everyone's eardrums that all have had different amounts of sound go into them so they all interact differently can enjoy the sound of worship well. That is important to me right now. You must be a sound expert. Know what safe noise levels are. Okay, I love this one because I feel like it should be a 1-star review based off of what I usually see, but it's a 5-star review, and it says, Christian rock concert biblical comedy show. Most people would comment that and do 1-star, like, this is a critique. You guys are just a concert and it's a comedy show. This guy was like, this pastor says jokes, he's funny, and the music's loud. I like it. Love it. All right, 1-star review. Yikes, worst sound ever. Even with earplugs. Even with my earplugs in, it was the worst sound ever. Do you mean that it was really loud? Because the worst sound ever would be like, not like it's loud. It's just really annoying. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm sure the church that was trying to figure it out, maybe. Turn down the music. Far too loud. And it's a nice Christian 3 stars. You know, the person was like, I don't want to say 1 star because, you know, they still went into the word. It still was good, but it was much too loud, brother. We need to figure this out. I'm not coming back though because it was too loud for me. 2 stars. People were friendly, but the pastor seems to be more interested in getting money than anything else. Y'all, you just were the only one hearing about that money so much because, you know, you don't want to talk about your money too much. I don't know. I'm just saying. Hope it does. Yep, cool. 5-star. We got to have some joyousness here. Best church in the world. Best leaders. There we go. Some people do enjoy their local churches. 1 star. Another church this says I went to never did, though. This is like a review of Google because Google tried to say, you checked in here, and they're like, no, I didn't. 1-star review. 1 star. I tried to come here for the 10 a.m. service and there was nowhere to park. I'm so sorry. They had a sign up saying that the parking lot was full. I drove by a little later thinking maybe I just came too early. Still full. And there's nowhere else nearby you can park. Church, 1 star. Because I could not get a parking spot because the church was full of people that day. Just perspective, I don't know. 1 star review. Message was good, but people would, yeah, it's supposed to be would, only say hi to someone they already knew, won't be going back. This is a common thing in churches. Churches are really bad about being cliquey and kind of like just, oh, I got my friends, got my friends, got my friends. But something that I have been thinking a lot about lately and learned a lot about is that community is an intentional thing that we have to choose to step into. So if you're in a circumstance like that, I'm really sorry if you've ever been off-put by a church. But something to realize is if you're not willing to go and say, hey neighbor, that was a really awkward way to say that, but just like, hi person next to me, then they're not gonna wanna do it to you either. So let's try to be intentional about community, but I'm very sorry. 2 star review. This is my favorite one. Music was so loud. It was vibrating my whole body. I put earplugs in, but it didn't help. I just left. I noticed that some of the ladies had their newborn babies in there. I pray that their eardrums wasn't affected by that loud music. Busted eardrums or other ear issues, in case you didn't know what could be an ear problem. I just love this because it's just like the music was so loud. The bass was making me shake while I was sitting there trying to worship. I just would love to have been in that service right there. 2 star review. I don't think I heard Jesus once. Excellent speaker, but no substance. It looks more like American Idol than a church. Can we have somebody just define what a church looks like? I really would love this. All these reviews, it's just like, what does a church look like to you? Can you let us know so it doesn't look like American Idol but looks like a church? Because I think everybody has a different opinion. All right, 1 star review. Small churches preach the word of God. This place is a joke and is not a church. When Jesus returns, I'm sure this place will be nothing but dust, as the true words will be spoken by the Son of God. Hey, I just love it. Apocalyptic. It's like, hey, Jesus is gonna show up and be like, no, to dust you now be. Like, that is what we're gonna evoke upon a church where we don't like what they were teaching because 1 week it wasn't the message that we resonated with. It's very interesting. 2 star review. Too much bleeny stuff. Don't like the setting. Hey, 2 star review, that's nice. You're just saying, hey, my opinion, I didn't like the setting very much. Very good on you. 1 star review, and this is the last one. Not impressed. I don't see the Jesus I know. That's sad. They are not there for the hurting or the children. That's sad. They just want to look good and smell good. That's funny. It's not just about clothes. You hear people criticize pastors all the time about clothes. No, now it's like they just want to smell good. They just want to have their cologne good. They just want to have their shampoo and body wash making them smell nice and good when they're showing up to service. That's all they care about right now. All right, here's the deal. We just went through some Google reviews. I had some fun with this. I enjoy this. They made me laugh a little bit. If they made you guys laugh, drop a like on this video. It means so much. It helps me know you guys enjoy this content. Comment down below maybe some churches that have some funny reviews, some funny review sections. We're not bashing on churches, but sometimes it's fun to get a laugh. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. We just hit 400, on the way to 500. You guys can help us get there so much faster. And so with all that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I just want to say thank you, and I will see you next week.